Step 1 to making lemon chicken. We use chicken breast, so cut your chicken breast into about inch pieces or bite-sized pieces, season them, and then coat them in flour until they have this dusted, dry seasoning coating on them. Step 2, heat into your skillet oil and butter until it's all fully melted, mixed in. Step 3, take your chicken pieces and put them into the pan. I'm going to pause because I don't want to burn myself. It should look something like this, all in the pan. Mine's probably crowded. I just too lazy to make 2 batches. But it's heating up now, so all you need to do is get your spoon. You're going to stir it with. If the butter and oil has dried up a little bit and soaked up into the chicken, you can always just add some more, like so. See, I added some butter there so it can melt while it's cooking. The main thing you want to do is cook your chicken first. So you can keep it on medium, high, or so. Make sure that your chicken is cooked thoroughly before you raise the heat so you can get these all crispy. So this is going to take a while, like maybe 10 minutes or so, depending on how well you can, how fast you can cook chicken. One thing I want to point out is as you're cooking this, is the more you put in it, like oil or butter, and I would definitely suggest that you put butter than more oil just for flavor wise, but is that because it has flour, it's going to soak it up more. So you kind of want to make sure that as you're cooking the chicken, that it keeps it kind of like moist, so it cooks it well. And then when you fry it, when the heat starts getting higher, when you're ready to fry the outside, then that's when you can raise the heat up and get it that crispy texture. But you want to make sure that your chicken is fully cooked before you do that. So this is going to take a few minutes, and I'll come back when I'm ready to fry. Normally you would taste test your chicken to see if it's done, but because you can't do that from the flour that's on here, you're going to need to take a piece out and cut it open to make sure that the inside is all white before you start frying. And as you can see, mine has soaked up all my butter, so I'm going to have to add some more butter in a minute. But yeah, just keep cooking your chicken, stirring it around until all the chicken's cooked all the way through before you raise up the heat to fry. I've added some more butter in here to start cooking that, getting that done. And I have cut up some pieces to see if there's white on the inside. So on the inside is all white, as you can see there. But on the outside, this stuff is a little sticky because this is what the flour is. So you can cook this a little bit longer just to make sure that the chicken is fully cooked on the inside. Before you start frying. So I'll just leave this in a little bit longer, and then I'll just start frying it up. So I'll raise the heat, and what you want to do is leave it alone because it's going to take a while to cook off all that flour, but it'll start getting crispy. So I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. So this has been cooking for a few minutes, and see it's a little stuck on there. So I'm going to have to add some more butter in a minute. You'll see how it's kind of getting a little bit of a color as it's cooking. So that's basically what you want. You want to just kind of like put some butter and then leave it and let it cook, and then put a little bit more butter. You just kind of have to watch it. I got a little sidetracked because I was setting up the rice, but it's fine. This is now in this step you're just cooking off the flour, and you're getting that crispy texture in. Now that the chicken is fully cooked, so you don't have to worry about that. Now you're more concerned about how crispy you want your outside to be. So this is gonna keep cooking and crisping up, and the way you kind of check when the outside is done is when the flour's cooked off, is that the outside will be pretty like crispy. Like right now it's still a little slippery. It's because it's the flour and the butter that's mixing together, so you know that that's not done yet. But once it's dry, you know, on the outside, once it starts getting that crisp texture, then you know that the flour is cooked off enough where you can eat it safely. So this is gonna, you know, depending on how much you're making, it's gonna take a minute, depending how well you are in frying things. I like to take my time just to make sure I don't burn anything. So I'll be back when this is all done. So as you can see, this is definitely getting more color. It's definitely cooking better. It's almost done. I checked it. It's not as gooey texture on the outside. So the flour is definitely cooking off well. So this is almost done, and I'll be right back with the next step. So this is the end product of it. All the flour is cooked off. This has like a really nice color to it. It's crispy, not too dry though, because we kind of don't want like crunchy texture. We just want it where the flour is cooked off and everything. That's also why I kind of recommend like 1-inch pieces, because you don't want these little itty bitty pieces that can't hold up to the fry. You don't want them too crunchy or anything like that. So I usually say like 1-inch, kind of good bite-sized pieces, so that it doesn't get dry out, especially for it being, we use chicken breast. If you're using leg meat or something, that you might have a little bit better luck, you know, in terms of it keeping its moisture and stuff. So the next step would be to get a container, which I will get in 1 second. So here's my container. We just use these Dollar Tree ones just because it's easier to serve out of it. So what you're going to do is you're just going to scoop all this chicken into your serving container. So I'll come back when I'm done doing that. I need 2 hands. So it wouldn't be lemon chicken without some lemons, right? So you're going to need about, depending on how much chicken you're making, you're going to need about 5. If you're making less chicken than I am, then maybe 2. But what you're going to do is you're going to take 2 lemons and you're going to slice them into like slices, so that you can put them on top of your chicken over there. And then what you're going to do with the other ones is you have your pan, which I have off right now. But all this like stuff on the bottom from the chicken, it's probably not that much right now, but oh yeah, see there, is you're going to get 2 of these lemons. You're going to cut them in half, and you're going to squeeze the lemon juice and put them in there. And you're also going to add butter, and you're going to add a little bit of oil, and that's going to be your sauce to go on top of the chicken to make lemon chicken. Okay. So like I said, you slice some lemons, you put them on top. The next thing is you get your butter. I have some in here already that's kind of been, I'll add some more. And you get your lemons and cut them in half. You just squeeze the juice. Oh my god, I didn't realize there's a cut on my hand, and that hurts really, really bad. But you squeeze that in there, and you add more butter to make a sauce. So I'll show you how that looks in 1 second. So as you can see, it's making the sauce. It's bubbling up pretty nicely. And this, once it's all mixed in and everything, all you have to do as the last touch for your lemon chicken is to pour it on the top and shake it around, or stir it around, or whatever, depending on how your container is. But that's it. That's all you gotta do for the lemon chicken, and you can eat it with, we usually eat it with white rice. So hope you guys enjoy. Thanks.